Hello my dear students. Today we will discuss some of the basic objectives from structural analysis. So we'll start with the questions. First one, if a pin jointed plane frame, that is m plus r, is greater than 2j, then the frame is, okay, so this is the case. What is telling, if the frame is stable and statically determinate, is stable and statically indeterminate, is unstable, or none of the above. So what is telling, if in the pin jointed plane frame, if the condition m plus r is greater than 2j, what do you say, it is stable or statically determinate, or stable and statically indeterminate, unstable, another above. Okay, here you should know what by m means total number of members. Here m is total number of members, r means the number of reactions, and j is the joints. Okay, so for this case the correct answer is the structure is stable and statically determinate. Okay, again here one thing you have to remember, what do you mean pin jointed plane? Pin jointed means the joint that allow the rotation, and that does not transfer the movement. This is called pin jointed frame. Okay, again here you should know, if m plus r, okay, that is equal to 2j, then what is the condition? Then we can say that structure is stable and statically determinate. If it is greater, then we'll say stable and statically indeterminate. If it is less, if m plus r is less than 2j, then it is called unstable structure. Okay, this is the condition you should know. Okay, for this question, which is the correct answer? The correct answer is B, stable and statically determinate. Okay, we will move for the next question. Okay, B is the correct answer. Next. Okay, a rigid jointed plane frame is stable. A rigid jointed plane frame is stable and statically determinate. Which condition will satisfy? M plus r is equal to 2j, or m plus r is equal to 3j, or m plus 3m plus r is equal to 3j, or m plus 3r is equal to 3j. Which is the correct answer? For this one, the correct answer is, that is C. That is 3m plus r is equal to 3j is the right answer. Means rigid rotated plane frame is stable and is still statically determinate. For that one is 3m plus r is equal to 3j. Okay, what do you mean by rigid joint? Okay, already you know, pin joint means the pin joint allow the rotation and it does not transfer the movement. The reverse of this one, rigid joint means a rigid joint will not allow the rotation of the support and it will transfer the movement. So it's called rigid joint. Okay, so for this one, which is the correct answer? C is the correct answer. The for we have to remember, directly you have to directly you can calculate the stability of the structure by calculating by using this formula. You can say the structure is stable or not. That is the reason we are that is the reason we are calculating the degree of determinacy of the structure. Okay, so we'll move for the next question. So for this one, this is the C is the correct answer. Next. Okay, the degree of static indeterminacy of a rigid jointed space plane is the link. Okay, for space frame, which is the correct answer? I think you should know. So for this case, he is telling first one is m plus r minus 2j, or m plus r minus 3j, or 3m plus r minus 3j, or 6m plus r minus 6j. For this one, the answer will be 6m plus r minus 3j. This can also be written 6m plus r is equal to 6j. Okay, so for this one, which is the correct answer? For this question, the correct answer will be D. D is the correct answer for this question. D is the correct answer for this question. Okay, we'll move for the next question. Okay, the degree of kinematic indeterminacy of a pin jointed plane frame is given by. What do you mean degree of kinematic indeterminacy? Kinematic indeterminacy means non-zero displacement. It is non-zero joint displacement. It is called kinematic indeterminacy. It is also called degree of freedom also. It is also called as degree of freedom. This also you have to remember. Okay. So here for this question is telling degree of kinematic indeterminacy of a pin jointed plane frame is given by, that is 2j minus r. The formula for this one is 2j minus r. This one is wrong, this one is wrong, and this one is wrong. Okay. So okay, for this question, which is the correct answer? A is the correct answer. Is it right? Yeah. Next. The number of independent equation to be satisfied for static equilibrium for a plane structure. For plane structure, how many condition of equilibrium are there? The condition of equilibrium are, is it 1, 2, 3 or 6? The answer will be 3 is the correct answer. Means C is the correct answer for this one. What is the condition of equilibrium? When you say the body is in equilibrium, when this is for static plane structure, that is for summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, and summation of m is equal to 0. If this condition satisfies, no, then we will say the body is in equilibrium. Okay, for this question is telling the number of independent equation to be satisfied for static equilibrium for a plane structure. So which is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. That is C is the correct answer. That is 3. Okay, we will move for the next question. Okay. The degree of static indeterminacy of a pin jointed space frame is given by. He is telling pin jointed space frame. So which is the correct answer for this one? Any more? So for pin jointed space frame, the answer will be first one option is m plus r minus 2j, m plus r minus 3j, or m plus 3m plus r minus 3j, or m plus r plus 3j. So which is the correct answer? Means the answer is m plus r minus 3j is the correct answer. Okay. So we will move for the next question. Okay. If there are m unknown members, member forces, r is the reaction components, and j is the number of joints, then the degree of static indeterminacy of a pin jointed plane frame is given by. For this one, pin jointed plane frame, which is the correct answer? The answer will be, that is C is the correct answer. The questions are repeating. Okay, so it is m plus r minus 2j is the correct answer. Okay, so for this one, answer C is the correct answer. Next, the degree of kinematic indeterminacy of a pin jointed space frame is telling. For the previous case, what happened? Plane frame you're going for. For space frame, the answer will be 3j minus r. You should know this one. Okay, directly using this formula, you can find out the kinematic indeterminacy. For plane, it is 2j minus r. For for space, it will be 3j minus r. Okay, so direct formula, by using the formula, you can check the stability of the structure. Is it stable or not? Okay, the number of unknown internal forces in each member of a rigid jointed plane frame is same, that will be 3. Plane frame के लिए कितना रहता है? Definitely that will be 3 is the correct answer. C is the correct answer for this horizontal plane frame के लिए. C. Okay, next. The number of independent equation to be satisfied static equation for space. कितना condition of equilibrium चाहिए? For space it will be 6. Only you know that is summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, summation of m is equal to summation of mx is equal to 0, here summation of fz is equal to 0, summation of my is equal to 0, and summation of mz is equal to 0. These are 6 conditions of equilibrium for the space. For the plane, that is summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, and summation of m is equal to 0. Means you have to remember, for plane that will be 3 condition of equilibrium, for space that will be 6. This is the thing you should know. Okay, so for this question, which is the correct answer? The answer is D is the correct answer. Okay, so we will move for the next question. Okay, a pin jointed plane frame is unstable. Okay, in the first question also we already told this one. When pin jointed plane is said unstable, so m plus r is less than 2j, or m plus r is equal to 2j, or m plus r is greater than 2j, or none of the above. So definitely for unstable case will be the first A is the correct answer. The m plus r is less than 2j, then we will say structure is unstable. Unstable means for the given loading, the structure is not given to sustain that much of load. This is the case. Okay, that is called instability. Next is the correct answer. Okay, so now which of the following supports are not used in portal frames? Okay, which of the supports we are not using in portals? Okay, fixed, yes, we are using. Pin is also we are using. Partial support also we are using. Ruler. Okay, which one is not using? We are not using ruler support. Okay, in case of portals we are not using, that is roller. Okay, the answer, which is the correct answer, that is D is the correct answer for this question. Okay, okay, next. All reinforced concrete buildings are most of times is statically determinate or statically indeterminate or mixture of both statically determinate or unstable. Usually for all reinforced concrete, usually the most of the times it will be statically indeterminate. Okay, how it will be? It will be indeterminate structure, statically indeterminate. So for this question, which is the correct answer? B is the correct answer for this one. Okay, next. The number of reaction for 6 fixed support. How many reactions that will come in the fixed support? Already you are aware about this one. Fixed support is this, like it will be like that. For 6 fixed support, how many reactions that will exist? For fixed support, total number of reaction will be, one will be vertical, that is if I take this A support, one will be horizontal, so this is HA, and one will be the movement. Means how many number of reaction for fixed support? Total number of reaction for the fixed supports will be 3. So for this question, so which is the correct answer? So here number for fixed support is, means which is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Okay, for this question, B is the correct answer. Next. The number of supports, number of reaction for hinge support usually. Number of reactions for hinge support. Hinge support, how will show hinge support? This is called hinge support. So for hinge support, how many reactions? For hinge support, we are having 2 reactions. One is vertical and one is horizontal. So how many reactions exist in the hinge support? That is 2. For this one, which is the correct answer? A is the correct answer. Okay, so we'll move for the next question. Next, the number of reaction for the roller support. Okay, how the roller support will be shown? The roller support will be like that. This is called roller support. Okay, how many reactions in the roller support? In roller support, only one reaction, and it is always perpendicular to the base. So if it is, say if the roller is like that, inclined, how the reaction? The reaction is always perpendicular to the base. This is the one thing you have to remember. It will not be vertical. Okay, it is always perpendicular to the base. This is the one thing you should remember. For this, which is the correct answer? For roller support, how many reactions? Only one reaction. So means A is the correct answer. Next. Okay. Give me example for one-dimensional structure. Okay, he's asking, give me the example for one-dimensional structure. So one-dimensional structure means is it slab, or is it dam, or is it beam, or none of the above? Means one-dimensional structure means classification based on geometry. It is called one-dimensional structure. One-dimensional structure means one-dimensional length is more. One side dimension is very large compared to other two dimension. Then that is called one-dimensional structure. Okay, I will give an example for beam. Usually, say if you take a beam, okay, beam is having a length of say 5 meter, and its cross sections are maybe 230 by 450. Okay, if this is 5000, means if you go for in mm, so this means one dimension is very large compared to other two dimension, then that type of structure is called one dimensional structure. Okay, means this is the classification of structure has been done based on geometry. So for one dimensional structure, which is the correct answer? The beam. Means how you can define this? Means one dimension is very large compared to other two dimension. Therefore, this answer is C is the correct answer. Next. Okay, same thing is here. Now is asking, give me some example for two-dimensional structure. For two-dimensional structure, is it slab, or is it dam, or is it beam, or none of the above? Okay, for two-dimensional structure means two dimensions are relatively same with respect to third dimension. So okay, example for this one will be slab. Okay, slab may be dimension 3 by 4 size, and what is the thickness? Thickness may be 150 mm or 200 mm. So this dimension is 3000 mm or 4000 mm. Means two dimensions are relatively equal and other dimensions is very small. Then it is called two-dimensional structure. Okay, for this one, which is the correct answer? The answer is A is the correct answer for this question. That is slab is the answer. Okay, so we'll go for the next question. Okay, just now we told about two-dimensional structure. So repeated. Yeah, it is. I think it's repeated. Okay, you change this one. Is the give x. Okay, here it will be three-dimensional. Okay, third next question is the give example for three-dimensional structure. Same thing, means all the three dimensions are nearly equal. Then the type of structure is called three-dimensional structure. For that one, I can give example for footing. Okay, means footing depth and its dimensions are nearly equals. Or you can say dam. Dam is the example. Slab is for two-dimensional, beam is for one-dimensional, and this dam is for three-dimensional structure. Again, you can give example. Footing is also you can give the example for this one. Okay, so this is not one-dimensional. This is three-dimensional. So answer for this question will be B is the correct answer. Next, truss is defined as. Okay, how you define truss? Truss is a two-force member, or a one-force member, or three-force member, or none of the above. Usually, truss is called as two-force member. So usually truss is made with steel. Okay, so what is the member you are having? This is AB is the member. So it may be tension member or it may be compression member. दो में से कौन सा एक रह सकता है. That's why it is called two force member. टेंशन तो रह सकता है, नहीं तो compression तो रह सकता है. That's why it is called two force member. Okay, truss is defined as a two force member. So which is the correct answer? A is the correct answer. Okay, we will go for next. So A is the correct answer. Okay, take a note. Truss is a two force member. Okay, in truss load will act on. In truss, where the load will act? In truss, load will act on members, joints, or member and joints, none of the above. Okay, usually as per the assumptions of the truss analysis, the loads will always, all the joints are pin connected and loads are acted joints only. Okay, so if the loads are acting on the frame, so if the loads are acting on the member, then it is called frame. So as per truss, in case of truss, the load will act on the joint only. So for this question, B is the correct answer, the joint. Okay, B is the correct answer. Next. No. In frame, load will act. कहाँ पे act होता है in case of frame? In case of frame, load will act on member and joints or member and joint, none of them. Okay, in case of truss, the load will act on member as well as joints. Then it is called frame. Okay, so next. Okay, truss is just now explained, same question is been repeated. Okay, so truss is defined as is a compression member or is a tension member. Both A and B are under. Okay, now just now I told truss is a tension member as well as compression member. Okay, कौन सा तो एक रह सकता है. So both A and B. The degree of kinematic indeterminacy. The degree of kinematic indeterminacy for fixed type. What is the degree of kinematic indeterminacy for the fixed end? If it is a fixed end, the degree of kinematic indeterminacy will be 0. The answer for B is the correct answer. Okay. Here vertical is there, horizontal resistance is there, movement is also there. Okay, that's why the non-zero joint displacement at this point will be equal to 0. For fixed end, the answer B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Okay, next. The degree of kinematic indeterminacy for roller end. For roller end, what is the answer? The C is the correct answer. So this is the roller and the vertical will be there. Means left out part will be, one is horizontal reaction and one is rotation. So degree of kinematic indeterminacy for means non-zero joint displacement. The C is the correct answer. That is equal to 2. Next. The degree of kinematic indeterminacy for hinged end. For hinged end, the answer is A. That is equal to 1. Okay. Thank you. We will discuss next part in the next lecture.